because no matter what he would have done in LA, he'd never get the credit he deserved because of Mike and Chamberlain, Shaq, and Jabbar.
See, I disagree with you, and I'll disagree with you conditionally. Because if Howard had gone to the Lakers and they had been able to rebuild around him and he wins multiple championships with the Lakers, I think he would be viewed much more his legacy would be that much more elevated than if he wins multiple championships with the Houston Rockets. Just because of the brand. And it may be stupid, and I won't disagree with you. It may not be right or fair, and again, I would completely agree with you. But winning multiple championships for the Lakers, continuing that legacy of that franchise, I think means more for your ongoing legacy as a basketball player than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, but if he does, if he doesn't win a championship in Houston, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, there's going to be criticism, but if, say they do rebuild and he's never able to get them over the top, I think he took a great amount of pressure off of himself.
Oh, completely. And
I definitely, low pressure. It's much. I definitely would take low pressure over the pressure of being a Lakers center.
And he would have
in
to
his
up,
shoes.
Yeah, and he would have to put up with Kobe driving him crazy for 3-4 years.
Yeah. Being a whipping boy for Kobe does not sound fun.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want about Kobe, whether he plays hero ball too much or whatever, but he's a competitor. He works, and if you're gonna be a star and not work out as hard as him, he's not gonna hold back and not let you know. And I'm not saying Dwight Howard doesn't work hard, but I don't see Dwight Howard having that competitive energy that Kobe has. Kobe wears it on his face, his emotions on his sleeve, and he hates to lose. I don't think anybody really likes to lose, but I don't think it really bothers Dwight Howard like it bothers Kobe Bryant.
It's such a pleasure to watch this Lakers team because, Kobe, he would get mad at teammates who were, solid players. Now he has no good teammates, and just watching his interaction with other teammates and the faces he makes at them, and then when they're about trying to close a deficit, and then the other team goes on a run, seeing his body language on the bench is an absolute pleasure for me.
Yeah, it's. Did you hear his comment or his interview the other day? Where he said he was so jealous of the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, that was an odd thing to say.
I thought it was, but at the same time, I think it shows a little regret on his part for driving Shaq out of town.
Yeah, but the driving Shaq out of town
it was a little.
They
mutual.
Probably. What do you think they left? Maybe at least one more championship on the table.
You got to remember that when they lost those finals in 2004, it was Shaq, Kobe, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and Brian Russell was the three on that team, if I remember.
That sounds right. Yeah, and they had Fox off the. Actually, I think Fox was starting.
Was he still starting, or was it Devin George that year?
And they had Derek Fisher off the bench. Yeah, that was a deep team. They just got beat by a real team in the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah,
with the Pistons, it's like that team. It was an aberration. I mean, probably the only team that's ever, other than maybe the Sonics in the '80s or the '70s, probably the only team to win without a true superstar.
Yeah, Shaq was good enough to win another title with the Heat, and yes, Dwayne Wade went nuts that year in the playoffs, but I really think they left at least another ring on the table by not staying together as long as they possibly could.
Quick question before we go to break. How many NFL teams wind up with more wins than the Philadelphia 76ers?
All right, year. So what are we putting the cap on the Sixers? Are they going to win 10 games?
I think they'll get. Man, it doesn't look good. I'm going to say 11, maybe.
All right, so we'll say 11 games. So how many NFL teams are going to win more than 11 games? I will say, I'm not ready to say Dallas or Philly will win 4 more games to give it there, but I'll say Dallas. Detroit, Green Bay, there's 3. Arizona is 4. Patriots 5. Cincinnati,
Broncos.
Pittsburgh is one of those people. One of those teams is going to have to do it. So we'll say 6. The Colts 7, and the Broncos and the Chiefs. So we'll say 9. 9 NFL teams.
9 teams wind up. I'd love to see that happen. It's probably been, well, I guess since the Bobcats, but that was a little cheap. Only a 16-game season or a 66-game season where they got 7 wins. Have we seen a team capable of having fewer wins than some NFL teams? That's something I want to see again in my lifetime.
The 76ers' average point differential this year is -16.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
awful.
and those games haven't even been that close.
So you think the Lakers are bad? The Lakers are at -9.3. The Sixers are 7 points worse every game.
Well, all right. Well, on that note, we are going to go ahead and take our second break. When we come back, I'll be joined by Jacob Padilla of the Craytonian. Talk some Creighton basketball, college basketball, and some NBA. You're listening to the Bob Sullivan Show here on LateNightSportsRadio.com.
Wanna find the rules of babe.
Hey, there goes Joan Jett, you know. Woke up to some wailing, was Van Halen on my radio. Parachute pants, skinny ties, Michael J. Fox, family ties, 1984. Radio, 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 radio. Don't want no more 90s shit. Nirvana was cool and maybe Pearl Jam, but that was it. Give me Springsteen, rock and roll, Cheap Trick, not Oingo Boingo. Hey, Joey Ramone, leave Michael Jackson at home. Radio, 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 radio. Radio, 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 radio. One-hit wonders, they're all stars. Billy Joe, the alarm, boombox hanging on my arm. Radio, 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 radio.
Who the hell can wait till morning? Talk now at latenightsportsradio.com.
Picture yourself in a living room.
Welcome back to the Bob Sullivan Show here on latenightsportsradio.com. If you'd like to call in, the number is 585-633-7487. I got a quick message for you about DraftKings.com.
Before I do that, I biffed that rejoin, by the way.
You did?
I did, because I thought that I had reset the stat of the slider bar all the way to the beginning of the song,